What's up, everybody? I was talking trying to fat. I'm talking kind of fast, so I was trying to fit all what I had to say into 3 minutes. But if I go over, just go over. But that's my book. Don't beat your children, or they'll turn out like me. Pretty ugly. A Harlem situation. Corner stores in the middle of the block, and agitation gets the dirt out. And this one is not a book about how to raise your children. It's just like me and my jokes and my sense of humor about breaking generational curses. And speaking of generational curses, like we never talk about mental health issues in the hood. You always hear about mental health issues in white neighborhoods and stuff like that, and white culture. And like when you watch the news, like when I watch the news, I pointed out one day, like whenever a white person does something heinous, at the end of the episode, they'll say he may be suffering from mental health issues. They didn't say it about me when I got in trouble. They didn't say I may be suffering from mental health issues. But people in the hood suffer from mental health issues too. But it's never talked about. But look at it. You live in the hood in a bad environment, people on top of each other, uh, the roach spray and all kind of drugs. Like I said in one of my poems, I come from a place with a scent of roach spray that still gets me homesick. And then they even came up with cherry scented roach spray. Now imagine if you spent all that cherry scented roach spray killing roaches. Imagine what it's doing to you. And then that's why people in the hood got asthma and all kind of shit. But another thing, like when I was boxing, my boxing trainer used to always joke about like the corner stores and how corner stores don't sell nothing nutritional. And one day, I was at his house, and we was in boxing camp, and I putting jelly on my toast. And he's like, "Why the fuck you putting all that jelly on that toast?" And then I never realized that. I never noticed. That's just the way we did it. And you ever notice like jelly come in that little pack? Like we go to a restaurant, the jelly come in that little pack, and it never seems like enough. But it is enough. But you don't know that when you're growing up in the hood, because you put all the jelly you can on your peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying, like in the hood, you got the bad environment. It's congested. You got the roach spray and all these chemicals. What else you got? You got drugs, and then your parents could have been on drugs, and them drugs go from the parent to the child, parent to child, parent to child. And then you got sugar, one of the biggest drugs in the world. And people in the hood love sugar. They love sugar. We love that's what they got in the corner store. Nothing but junk food. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Is what is it? You got all them candies, just mad sugar, all kind of junk food. The corner store ain't got nothing but junk food, and that's what children eat in the morning. And a lot of times they don't eat breakfast; they go to the corner store. That's the first stop in the morning, and there's nothing but. And how you expect a child to sit still with all that sugar in their system? And sugar is a false sense of energy because it brings you up and then it drops you back down. So, people say sugar gives you energy. It don't. It's a false sense of energy because sugar cannot go through your system by itself because it has no nutritional value. So in order for it to go through your system, it has to take away from other nutritional things that you ate during the course of the day. That's why it lifts you up and then it drops you back down. It cannot go through your body by itself. And then the thing about sugar in the hood is that it's a lot of artificial sugar, artificial sweetener. It's a lot of chemicals and shit. So you got the chemicals and if your parents on drugs, then them drugs go back into you, like I said earlier. So you got the drugs, you got the sugar, you got the cigarettes, you got the stress of the world on your back. It's just a lot of shit going on. And nobody ever talks about that in the hood, so to speak. They never say when a person in the hood do something stupid, they never say they suffer from mental health issues. But watch the news. And I'll bring it up when I get a chance. They always say, whenever they do something stupid, they would say he may suffer from mental health issues. They don't say that about people in the hood. Mental health issues. We should have PT. What is it? Post traumatic slave disorder. Because that shit in beating your kids. That's a mental issue. Why do you need to beat children to make them do right? That just like I said, you need to. They been talking about the child won't sit still and the child is bad. Children are bad. The parent is bad. And like I said, the parent could have been on drugs. The grandparent could have been on drugs. There's a lot of drugs in the hood. Shit. That's what it is, and then it just passed down from parent to child, parent to child, parent to child, and beating them ain't gonna help. My book is not about how to raise your children. I just make jokes about generational curses and about like all the churches in the hood and shit like that. And that's another mental health issue, being brainwashed by all these churches in the hood. All right, y'all. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to eat my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. See? Look at it. Boom, boom.